Good morning, everyone. This is Jagdish, Assistant Professor of EC Department, SNS College of Technology, Coimbatore. Today, we are going to discuss about a brief insight to the design thinking and innovation. This is the topic comes under the Unit 1, Introduction to the Design Thinking. Come, let's dive into the topic. So, what is actually a design thinking? So, we already so many times we have discussed not only in this subject, in every subject, we are mapping this design thinking concept in each and every topic in the each subject. Okay. So, let us again, once again, we can see. So, design thinking is a user-centric and iterative process used for solving problems and find desirable solution for consumers. So you could see from the images, see initially the chair, a wooden chair is there in very long days. Again, that was made by the cushion, and nowadays we can even the chair can be used as a sleeping bed like that, right? So this and all because of the users' interest, the product has been innovated. So this is the best example for the design thinking and the stages of design thinking. So first stage is empathize, then define, then ideate, then prototype, then test. What is empathy? So empathy is the centerpiece of a human-centered design process. It is your effort to understand the way they do things and why their physical and emotional needs, how they think about the world and what is meaningful to them. So this is actually empathy. And the best example is you can see you cannot realize the actual taste of food until you take up it by yourself. And let us take some case study for the empathy. So the success case study. So if you are not concentrating on the empathy part, then what happens to the business? Ultimately, the business either it will give a success or failure, right? So the KFC is a one good example for a success case study where their empathy they're focusing on the empathy. It means their all the products, all the beverages and food items, menus, everything is based on the user, that is audience perspective, right? So this is the best example for the empathy success case study for the empathy. So the main attributes they were focused on the cleanliness, hospitality and taste, and speed of services. And the key factors of the services location and the number of outlets is high, and extensive menu, price, and the ambience and service, taste, and the promotions. And the failure model for the empathy is the Kingfisher Airlines. So they were very lack of long-term strategy, unprofitable route, maintenance cost, unreliable business diversification. These are all the some factors which were the reason for the failure of the Kingfisher Airline. Then define. So as a design thinker we need to cover all the points and answer that we got in empathy space. This is where the process of synthesis comes into the picture. We have to club all the answers together and convert them into a coherent single statement. So let's have a classroom activity. So this is some number puzzle. You just discuss with your team member and find out the missing number in this slide. Next stage is ideate. So the main aim is to generate a large quantity of ideas that the team can then filter and cut down into the best. So for a single problem we could have several ideas, but any one single idea will solve the problem, right? Uh, that means we have to consider the cost and the people and the resources, everything. So we have instead of taking all the ideas into the consideration, we have to take any one that should match the all the problems, right? So that is the main thing. That is the focus on this ideate part. And the prototype. So prototype is nothing but of the previous stage of the product. So prototype is a early sample model or release of the product built to test a concept or process or to act as a thing to be replicated. So this is some example for the prototype. And from the improved model is nothing but of the product. So the testing, so finally the testing is nothing but the testing is the prototype that ensure the product satisfies the user needs. So this design thing is a divergent and convergent type of a concept, and it is a non-linear process. And how to drive a useful innovation with DD means we have to desirability, feasibility, and viability. All those things we have to consider. Then only we can have a useful innovations. So let's have this assessment. From this image in the slide, how could you coordinate the design thinking concept for the following products? Thank you.